Shedeur Sanders is counting on Andrew Berry for a #1 wide receiver. And also, Cleveland media are saying that Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. We getting ready to talk about it all right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor. You got to do me a solid. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Let's get this show started. Let's go.
They love me, they hate me. You know, one day they love me, one day they hate me. It is what it is. All I need is opportunity. Simple. Whatever franchise want to change their franchise, then there's no doubt who to go with. I've done it over and over and over, so you'll be a fool not to pick me.
Shedeur Sanders is counting on his general manager, Andrew Berry, to find him a #1 wide receiver. We saw the wide receiver group this past season with the Cleveland Browns. And when they was out there with Shedeur Sanders, they just didn't perform well. When we looked at Jerry Jeudy, who supposedly be the best wide receiver on the team, he really just didn't stand out as much as we wanted him to when Shedeur started his 7th game. So what do they need? They need a big-time playmaker. They need a big-time wide receiver. You can either find him in free agent or you can find him in the draft. If you go free agent, there's a name that have surfaced about Andrew Berry making a trade to the Philadelphia Eagles. A.J. Brown is unhappy in Philadelphia, and when you look at the track record of the general manager, Andrew Berry, he loves to make trades for wide receivers. Look how he brought in Jerry Jeudy through a trade. Will Andrew Berry make a trade to the Philadelphia Eagles, the organization which he came from his NFL career as in the personnel office? Will he make a trade with Philadelphia? You got to remember, Andrew Berry also has a brother, a twin brother, that works inside the office in the building of the Philadelphia Eagles. Will Andrew Berry do that for this offense to take off? But there's another route that Andrew Berry can go through the draft. When you look at the draft, it is three top wide receivers in this draft. Tate from Ohio State, and you got Jordan Tyson from Arizona State. And you also got the wide receiver, Malachi Lemons from USC. But there's one wide receiver I think will hit it off perfect with Shedeur Sanders. And his name is Jordan Tyson. You got to remember, Jordan Tyson started his college career at the University of Colorado. When Coach Prime got there, he hit the transfer portal and he went to Arizona State. When you look at the career that he have had, especially this past season with Arizona State, oh man, him and Sam Levitt, they ate it up out there. But the knock against Jordan Tyson, injury prone. He only played in 9 of the 12 games this past season, but this dude caught 61 passes, 711 yards, 8 TDs out of 9 games. Imagine if he had played all 12. When you look at Jordan Tyson, right now, they got this dude listed as one of the top receivers in the class. And when you look at the Cleveland Browns offense, they really didn't have but one pass catcher off the whole team that really produced. That was Harold Fallon, the rookie tight end, but he got injured at the end. So when you look at the Arizona State wide receiver, Jordan Tyson, he would make an excellent addition to the room if they go with a pass catcher in the early rounds of this draft. Jordan Tyson's strength is he has elite body control and concentration, a great route runner, short area quickness. Jordan Tyson can move, y'all. he can get up out of there, as you see right there on the screen. Jordan Tyson is a very good wide receiver who does all the little things right at the position, which allow him to create separation and make him dynamic with the ball in his hand. His short area quickness and explosion allow him to change direction quickly, leaving defenders in the dust. Tyson is a polished prospect who can be an instant major contributor for the Cleveland Browns along with Shedeur Sanders. The most impressive aspect of his game is what he does when the ball is in the air. His body control, concentration are elite. He can track the ball real well, adjust to the ball when it's in the air, even if the defenders are surrounding him, and make impressive grabs. Jordan Tyson is a number one wide receiver. Now, his weakness is injury prone. He's injury prone. I think he done had a problem with his ACL tear when he was at Colorado. He done got that fixed. But during this past season, he had a problem with his collarbone. Now, when he get ready to go to the combine, which coming up soon, real soon, like next month, next week, they gonna test that knee that he had surgery on, that ACL test. They gonna test that part now. Boy, them doctors gonna pull on it. They gonna do everything they can to see what's really going on with his knee. But if he come through that and pass that exam, Jordan Tyson gonna be dominant for somebody in the NFL. And I'm hoping it's the Cleveland Browns. I'm hoping that Andrew Berry gets Shedeur Sanders a number one wide receiver. Let's look at some footage of Jordan Tyson when he was playing in college this past season for the Arizona State. That's Jordan Tyson films at Arizona State. Once again, he's an elite wide receiver with good body control. He concentrates, a great route runner, and he's good in short area of the field with his quickness. The Arizona State wide receiver Jordan Tyson will make an excellent addition to the Cleveland Browns wide receiver room. Shedeur Sanders is counting on the GM, Andrew Berry, to find him a number one wide receiver to go into 2026 with. It is what it is. All right. Well, let's move on. I was watching the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. And on this show was Titus, Bull, and Mike. They was talking about the Cleveland Brown quarterback room, like always. Anybody but Shedeur. We're going to hear the names, right? We're going to hear Kirk Cousins. We're going to hear Malik Willis. We're going to hear all kind of names. Now they got Richardson, Anthony Richardson out there also. But they was talking about Kyler Murray, the quarterback from Arizona. Is Kyler Murray a better quarterback for the Cleveland Browns than Shedeur Sanders? And I want you to hear this conversation that they was having. And I couldn't believe the words that I heard. But they made a certain phone call to G. Bush, and he squashed that mess. I don't blame him. Let's listen to the conversation.
If you're saying that you think Shedeur Sanders right now today gives you a better chance to win games than Kyler Murray, that's
you're wrong.
That's
Yes.
ludicrous.
That's ludicrous. Yeah. Exactly.
I think, but like I think
our guy G. Bush would probably say the same thing.
What that Kyler Murray, he would. What they would say? What that
Would say that Shedeur gives a better chance than Kyler Murray. Yes, he would.
I don't think he would.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
100%.
would. He would.
You know
100%.
what? I'm gonna text him now,
Yeah.
and I'll get him.
Call him. Put him on speaker.
He's not working.
He doesn't sleep at night, we've learned.
Yeah.
Warhammer.
What's that?
Warhammer's his new obsession. We talk about it before the shows.
Warhammer?
Warhammer?
Yeah,
What's that?
it's a nerd thing. I'm not going to get into it.
Oh. No chance he answered.
He answered? We got an answer. G,
G, you're live on air.
real quick. The question is, who gives the Browns a better chance to win, Kyler Murray or Shedeur Sanders right now?
ain't a Kyler Murray fan.
Okay.
I ain't messing with no Kyler Murray. I ain't no Kyler Murray fan. I don't think he's very good. I'm going with Shedeur Sanders.
There it
He's
is.
lost his mind.
That's the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show where they was talking about Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. I just don't believe that in my heart. I would rather have Shedeur Sanders, and Shedeur Sanders will give them the best chance to win because if they fix their offensive line, if they get a number one wide receiver, Shedeur Sanders and this Cleveland Browns will be in contention and winning their division this year. It just would. Kyler Murray, I respect his game. I know he got the experience, but hey, he just haven't impressed me during his career. So I'd rather have Shedeur Sanders. But I just couldn't believe that Titus, out of all people, G. Bush's partner went on TV, went on record and say Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. Now, I expect the other two to say that, but I didn't expect Titus to say that. But it is what it is. Hey, Shedeur Sanders is him, and I know that. He's a Pro Bowl quarterback. Pro Bowl quarterback. Don't get that twisted. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk. Well, B. Watts, do me a favor. Do me a solid. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit the notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Until later on, peace.